Hey, everybody. Hi, Nia.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. It is our virtual it's our virtual launch party,
Yes.
right? And Nia, I was just complimenting your outfit because these are the outfits that we would be wearing to a launch party in person,
Yeah.
right? Last year we did the Columbus Museum of Art. And so, but this year we're virtual.
Yes. Due to COVID, and we want to make sure that everybody is safe. And so, we're doing a lot of things different this year. 2020 is a different year. Last year was different and memorable because it was our 10th anniversary. And now this year we are doing something very different because of the state of the world. But it's all good. We're still here. We're still supporting designers. We're still giving scholarships to design students. And we're here to have a great time and officially, my mind is blown, officially kick off Fashion Week, which is happening right there. You see the numbers? In a couple of days.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's here already. I mean, literally. And I just feel like the time has flown by so fast, but so slowly. Yeah. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. Well, I feel like time crawled this summer and then stuff started opening up. And then we were hitting the ground running because we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to have Fashion Week. To be transparent with everybody, just a couple months ago, we weren't sure. So it's a miracle and we are happy to be here. And we have some amazing designers, some really cool events that you can go to virtually, and a couple of things in person if you're lucky. And we're just super excited to be here and be with you guys. Right, Tommy?
I mean, super excited. Thank you guys for joining us. Share this now. If you're watching, please share it with your friends and your networks. This is our launch party. We want to make sure we have as many viewers as possible because we're about to talk to the designers that are being featured on our runway. And they're super excited to be part of this too. And this is different for all of us. So I feel like, if you share it with your friends, tell them to join us tonight, grab a cocktail because I did, and join us. It's going to be hilariously fun and fashionable. And I say hilarious because I feel like I'm a comedian, but maybe I'm not that funny.
Well, you are funny to me. We say funny things and we have a great time. So we're going to do that tonight.
Nia, should we, I have a few images we can share about the different events that we're doing.
Let's do it.
Coming up.
We got to talk about this week so people know what's happening.
Exactly. Okay, so everybody, the first event besides tonight is a pre-week event, our launch party, to really bring awareness to what we're doing, our mission, which, by the way, if you didn't know, our mission as a nonprofit organization is to provide scholarships to fashion design students and to provide a platform for local and emerging fashion designers. Throughout the year, through the Columbus Fashion Council, we create different programming and initiatives, such as our mask initiative, which was super successful, providing over 30,000 masks to Central Ohio health facilities, different military bases, and also NASA. They all called for masks, and our designers stepped up to the plate. Our partners stepped up to the plate. So that's just one initiative out of many. Fashion Week Columbus is our flagship program. This is where it all comes together for our designers and the student designers. I just heard from our scholarship winner who was, a recipient, which we're not announcing tonight, but I just heard from him. I just said it's a guy. Yeah, it's a male designer. Anyhow, he just emailed me. So we're super excited. But let's talk about the week of events. And Nia, come in at any time with any comments you have.
Okay.
But we're going to start with the High Fashion Tea Runway Show. This is virtual, and it's hosted by the Joseph.
Yes.
And so that is our first event.
On Sunday.
That's right.
And what time is it, Tommy? It's 2 o'clock?
2 p.m. because that's when afternoon tea happens, right?
Yes.
And Karina Nova is hosting. Yes. And we have two amazing designers that are going to be on here tonight, Joelle Reyes and Gerardo Encinas, that will be there. And it's going to be different. It's not just going to be your typical runway show. It's going to be like a runway show meets a fashion film. It's really going to be amazing with the Joseph background and all that artwork there.
Yes, it's going to be beautiful. If you haven't been in the Joseph downtown, they have an amazing bar downstairs and you can go peek around. They have artwork, like Tommy said. It's a gallery in that place. Even if you don't stay in one of their fabulous rooms, you can go there, have a drink, kiki, and walk around. It's a beautiful place. So we're going to be there with our mom all dressed up for an untraditional runway show this year. So it's going to be really cool, something different. Since it's 2020, why not? And we're going to have fun.
Don't forget, though, these are ticketed. This is a ticketed event, and we're doing it by donation through a ticket purchase of $15.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Like in person, it would have been, I think it was $100 last year, right? And we filled up the room. This year it's a virtual event, but we still need your support. These designers need your support. These designers are small businesses, and they depend on our platform to launch their brands and to procure clients. So please go to the website, fashionweekcolumbus.org. Go find tickets for the High Fashion Tea Runway Show for this Sunday. And Nia, did I tell you that? Oh no, you do know because you're doing your own afternoon tea. So we are opening this up to everybody across the city. Have your own afternoon tea at home between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. and get ready for the show. But tag us on Instagram, tag Fashion Week Columbus on Instagram, and we will reshare your photos and your videos leading up to the runway show.
Let me tell you something. Just as we're dressed up for this virtual event, get dressed up for the high tea. Have your family or friends over, your fashionable friends, and watch it. If you have a smart TV, or watch it on your computer or on your phone, and we will have a great time. And I promise you, we're going to have a great time.
We will have an amazing time. So the next event, Nia, which this just came out today, I don't know if you even know about it. You do know about it because you're on the panel. And listen to me. Nia's my co-chair, by the way, so she knows everything I know.
Almost.
So Vicky Bowen of Fashion Forward, and if you know Vicky Bowen, she's the founder of the Columbus Dress for Success, and she used to be the executive director. She has since resigned, but she started Fashion Forward. She is having a virtual discussion, a panel discussion about women in fashion.
Yes. Now, and the interesting thing about it is because women in fashion is such a broad, amazing topic. And even though there are a lot of men designers, women, I think, lead the charge in fashion because there's so many men that really, they like fashion, but they're not necessarily into it. And maybe their mate, their better half, or their woman, or whoever they're with helps get them into fashion. And then boom, they love it. Like, can I just tell you how many men that come to our runway show because they're dragged by their fashionable women? So the topic women in fashion is going to be amazing. And of course, there's amazing women designers too out there. So it's going to be a fun time and we're going to have a good time for Monday of Fashion Week. Now I need to get my outfit together because I don't.
I look forward to that. Really, I do. Talking with Vicky, and Vicky is a good friend of mine, and she's also a mentor of mine. And just, talking with her about this event, I'm really glad she's leading that event. I think it's going to be amazing. And it's definitely something that needs to be talked about, and we have some great panelists coming on. You're one, Nia Noelle, Lubna Najjar is a panelist, and Celeste Malvar Stewart as well.
Yes.
Yes. And Max Dixon, who is at Lane Bryant and is also a curvy model and a mother. And so that's the panel.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm very excited.
Okay, next event Tuesday night is Passport to Fashion.
Look, Passport is one of my favorite things ever. Is this the third year for Passport? I think maybe. Yep. And Passport to Fashion, amazing event. So many, like the thing that I like about Passport to Fashion is that you may see a designer from India. You may see an Asian designer. There's so many. It's like literally. We've been quarantined. We don't get to go anywhere, but Passport to Fashion is going to take you there through the looks of the world on the runway.
And it's super diverse. They did start out like just with cultural fashions. Now they're incorporating curvy models. They're incorporating LGBTQ. I mean, it's everything. It's what fashion is.
Fashion is the world. So Passport, and My passport's not getting much activity this summer or year, so we're going to just hop on this Passport to Fashion runway and go down.
I love that.
You like
Okay,
that?
I was just talking with our partners over at Macy's,
Mm.
and Macy's Fall Fashion Show is happening. It is happening, and it is happening on the rooftop of their Macy's garage.
Oh my God!
Yes, it's going to be amazing. But guess what, Nia? It is super exclusive. Instead of 300 guests like last year, it's 50 guests.
Oh my gosh.
And that's for seats. You get a $10 Macy's gift card.
Okay.
You also get some swag.
Okay.
And then there is room for standing, but only 50 guests for standing. Okay. However, anybody can come out and shop at Macy's. You don't have to just come to the show. Just come to Macy's. It is going to be amazing. And that's on Wednesday night.
Let me tell you what always happens at the Macy's runway show, their fashion show. I always end up shopping after because I need accessories or something for Fashion Week. So Macy's is an amazing. Actually, this top came from Macy's. My stylist, Chris, helped me buy it. Well, helped me find it because I needed the perfect sizing and everything like that. But Macy's is amazing. They have great styles, and you won't be looking like everybody else when you shop at Macy's. And all you got to do is, add a little pizzazz to it, and you make it your own.
I love it. I love going to Macy's. They have everything. I mean, something for everyone, right? So love Macy's. They're a great partner of ours this year. I was so happy they're coming back on board because I know it's been a difficult year for retail in general. But apparently, did you guys know that Easton Macy's is the #1 Macy's in the U.S. as far as sales? Yeah.
Wait, over New York?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Well, it's pride because I'm in there.
You're probably right. Okay, we're gonna go into Thursday night.
Yes.
Which is it's a double night. So it's Easton Fashion Night. Easton is our title sponsor, but we're also, besides Easton Fashion Night, which it's gonna so happen, they're gonna activate in different areas, but there's not a VIP party and there's not an actual runway show this year. But we will be activating some fashions. But then Nia Noelle will be hosting our annual Philanthropy Meets Fashion at the Easton Drive-In on stage with the big screens. And guess who our guest is? It's Stevie Boy, our headline designer. Yes.
Let me tell you something. If you don't know Stevie Boy, he has personality for days. So it's going to be a great discussion and we're going to have a lot of fun.
He is, I love Stevie. I mean, he's so authentic and so honest and so artistic. So we're so happy to have him in.
Yes, very excited to have him back.
And then we move into Friday, and this is new because Lubna, our board president, who owns Il Moda Brand Development, they usually have a fashion industry mixer, which we all attend. Last year was so much fun. It was packed. It was an amazing party of all the industry professionals coming out, models, designers, stylists, makeup artists, photographers. We're all there. We're all, partying and celebrating fashion. Well, it's a COVID world. So we don't feel that would be safe because, after a couple of drinks, you're probably all hugging and like, oh my God, forget about COVID. But
forget about a mask.
And that could be true. And we don't want to get in trouble. We don't want to get sick, and we don't want to get you sick. So Lubna's decided to do a virtual panel discussion, business of fashion. And who better to do that than Lubna, who is a successful designer who sold her brand 3 years ago to a major retailer, right? And she got her start on the Fashion Week Columbus runway in 2013.
Yes. And, her story is amazing. I was one of those clients coming to her home in the basement. She had a little sewing area in her basement, fitting me, for gala gowns and stuff like that. So to hear her story and the impact that Fashion Week had on her and her brand is amazing. So if you are slightly interested in the business of fashion, you need to come because this information that she gives is usually really expensive to give, and she's sharing it for free on Friday.
She is. And the cool thing about Il Moda brand development is she's also offering our designers that are on the finale show runway a consultation as far as their brands and what can she do to help them connect with buyers if that's what they need, or connect them, or to develop their brands even further. So that's an offer that our designers get, which I love. That's great.
That's amazing. So can we talk about Saturday?
Okay, let's do Saturday.
Oh my gosh, the finale runway show, the grand finale. It's Tommy, this show is just divine. And every year, what do I say to you at the end of the show? How
you
are
don't
we
want to talk to me again? You're like, I don't want to talk to you for the next month. Is that what you say?
Well, after that, then I'm like, how are we going to top it? How are we going to top this year? I know. You guys, for real, I do tell him don't talk to me for like a month because I'm over it by that time.
Exactly. Text and emails, So you're right. So Nia does say, well, how are we going to top this? And, last year, if you went and attended, we had 1,000 people on the rooftop of the Veterans Memorial Museum, which is beautiful. We lucked out. I don't think we lucked out. We manifested amazing weather. And it was phenomenal. Like there was drones everywhere.
Fashion gods. It wasn't supposed to be that beautiful, but it was.
It was amazing. And so that was our 10-year anniversary though, Nia. So of course, we're going into our 11th year with a COVID world, and we almost didn't have this year because we didn't know what was happening. But guess what, guys? It is going to be just as amazing because we have so many components involved and such award-winning teams we're working with.
Yes.
And amazing designers, of course.
Amazing designers and a great support staff to help these designers show their look to the world. So, and you notice I said the world, because this isn't just happening on the rooftop here in Columbus, our runway show this year, right?
That's right. I mean, it is all over the world. So with the finale runway show, let me talk about this for a little bit. First of all, we can only have 100 guests in the studios, Ohio HD Studios.
Yes.
Knowing that Fashion Week Columbus is now our main fundraiser to raise scholarship funds and to pay for this platform that we're providing for the designers here, all of our early fundraising was canceled, but we still refocused and we made an impact, and we still engaged with our fashion community and the city. However, this is our main fundraiser. And so we can only get into that studio 100 people. That's in person. But don't worry, because it's going virtual. And it's not just going to be your boring, garment going up and down the runway. No, you get 4 cameras, runway view, front row view, backstage view, and the other roaming camera around the whole studio. So at any time while you're watching the runway show from home, from your laptop, your TV, your phone, you will get transported backstage to watch one of our designers or the models, go through the whole emotion, all the emotions you go through whenever you see your collection. Yeah,
because I've been backstage. So you guys are in for a treat. Like, yes. Seriously, because you really get to see how this comes together and get to be part of it. Like if you were in the audience, you would not get to see this part that you're going to see. You're not going to see us, pinning an outfit because a button bust, or, this stuff happens, and you'll get an inside of the fashion industry and what really it takes to put together a fashion show. You're going to be amazed.
Our goal, so I had Echo Productions on earlier with our Thursday virtual fashion issue mixers. And our goal together, because Echo Productions is handling all of that production, right?
And
our goal is, what was that?
They're amazing.
Amazing. Award-winning. Our goal is to capture the energy as if you were at the show and putting it through onto your screen. And that's what we're going to do, because we are innovative every single year. For the last 10 years, Nia, I mean, you've been with us before you were on the board. For the last 10 years, every single year, we never fail to put on a great show.
Yes, it's true. And, we've had people come to our shows that have been to New York Fashion Week, been to LA, been to Miami
Fashion Week.
And they're like, Columbus is up there. And we are very proud of the work we put into these shows. This year, like I said, has been different. There's been some restrictions on the designers that really stink. But it's a COVID world, so we're having to pivot for Fashion Week this year, and we are really blessed to even be able to put on this show. So we're very thankful that we're here to help these designers in the middle of this pandemic be able to show their creative collections and also support students with scholarships. So
that's right. And remember, guys, like the High Fashion Tea Runway Show, there is a virtual ticket that you have to purchase. It is a donation through a ticket purchase of $50. That $50 makes a huge impact. It helps pay for this production, which, by the way, this production is valued at $250,000, literally, with all the teams that are involved. Thank God we have partners. But it also funds our scholarship for a fashion design student who is someone, who is someone trying to follow their career path, and it's important. And the designers, Nia, I mean, we talk about this all the time. They are small businesses. These are local small businesses that need our support. So please purchase that virtual fashion finale show ticket. I think you will not regret it. It's going to be amazing. And these designers that we have are amazing. Like every year, Nia, it just gets better and better. So
when we take the applications, we never know what we're going to do. But it's always amazing to see what designers are casted, and they blow me away every year. So very excited. So are we ready to talk to some of these designers?
On that note, I looked down a couple of seconds ago because I was texting one of our designers. Where are you? Time to get on. So one might be a little late. As usual.
We're going to start with our headliner for the finale show this year. Can we do that?
Well, let's do that. I mean, it is Stevie Boy. Look at that. Let me put this one up. Sorry, we don't have the right graphics for this, but I think, Stevie Boy came in as a co-headliner with David Tupaz in 2015. Matter of fact, I had an interview earlier today with a publication, and they were asking a lot about Stevie Boy and whatnot. And when I described the co-headlining, I said it was so funny because Stevie Boy and David Tupaz are on complete opposite ends of the spectrum, right? And David's like this, amazing, by the way, worked under the house of Oscar de la Renta. That's how he learned his craft. Stevie Boy's this amazing, edgy, young, artistic, designer that just wowed our crowds as well. They both did.
I don't think they were expecting the energy and the edginess that Stevie was going to bring to the runway that year. Right. Like you said, he and David were opposites. David was gowns, opulence, red carpet. Stevie is like that fantasy of, oh, do I have the guts to wear that? And yes, you do. And he showed us. And, some people think Columbus is cowtown, small town, but honey, Columbus was ready for Stevie Boy. And I know he's going to bring it again this year.
And on that note, let me just go ahead and add Mr. Stevie Boy. Hello,
darling.
Crazy because Columbus was really ready for me. Like I was treated with open arms and love and support. And by the way, hi.
So good to see you.
Nice to see you. I can't wait to see you guys, in person. But yeah, I was treated with so much respect and love when I came out there. And it was awesome.
Yeah, well, we are so excited to have you back because, you and I have stayed in touch, and you and Tommy have stayed in touch over the years. So I know that you've grown immensely as a designer. You were amazing that first time you came to us in 2015. So tell our audience a taste, don't give it away, but a taste of what you're bringing for 2020 for the runway this year.
Well, what I'm going to be bringing to, to Ohio, to Columbus, Ohio, is something different than I've done before, obviously, from the last time I was there, but also different from New York and a couple other places, because I'm going to be mixing, the skateboard aspect with futurism, which is very, very different. I was born in '89, but I grew up in the '90s. Have you express and explain that? And I wanted to just utilize that energy in that time period and just be like, you know what? I used to skateboard when I was a kid. Skateboarding's stupid though. So let me let me take the inspiration behind skateboarding and like mix it into fashion, but with future,
Yeah.
So that's basically what I'm doing.
Well,
I used to skateboard too. I love skateboarding.
But see,
Yeah.
Skateboarded. I was a cheerleader, so I didn't do that. But the interesting thing about skateboarding
you know
is that
what? I was.
Oh, we can't hear Stevie. We can't hear you.
oh, there you are. You said, you know what, and then what?
Oh no. Oh, I was saying I was in sports as well. You said you were in cheerleading, and I was just saying I was in sports as well. But skateboarding, like, it was just something I did to be cool. But then I realized, oh my God, like, I'm gonna hurt myself.
But you know, the whole skateboard community, they really did have a fashion and a style that was their own.
Yeah. I had what do we call that? Part of my language, it was called a bitch bang.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. That's what it's called.
It was like,
yes.
Is that what it was called?
That's not even part of your language. That's what it was called.
Why was it called that?
Simple as that. I don't know. Maybe a bad bitch had a bad bang.
I don't know, but I feel really like un-PC saying that. So I apologize, guys. But
that's what it was called. It was the 90s. Okay?
I mean, yeah, it was the 90s. You know, people were experimenting. People were being, a lot of skater style was considered rebellious. It was definitely something to remember in the style world. You know, the 90s had a lot of interesting fashions, and we were experimenting with things. So I'm really excited to see how you're going to tie that with futuristic in it.
Yeah. So that's funny that you say that, because actually that has a lot to do with what the point of the collection is about. It's just experimenting a lot. And that's really all it is. Just experimenting. It's no like long backstory or anything crazy like my other collections. It's just experimenting. I just wanted to do something that I knew I could challenge myself, and I feel like I did that. However, what I'm going to be bringing to Columbus is going to be very unique and interesting, because I was just talking to Tommy the other day, and it's from scratch. You know,
right? Okay, so nobody's seen this collection, right?
Sat on the phone machine and challenged myself.
Okay, brand new collection. Nobody's seen this. You're premiering with us.
Premiere, debut.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm not debuting at New York Fashion Week. I'm debuting with you guys, and I'm very happy to, and very grateful, and extremely ecstatic and excited about the fact that I have the opportunity to as well. You know, so I really accept the blessing. Thank you, guys.
Well, and
so much.
And Stevie, last time you were here was 2015. So things are a lot. You've seen the progression of what we've been doing. So you're coming into a whole new world of Fashion Week Columbus. So we're so happy to have you here.
Yes, we are. Okay, so Stevie, one little more question before we let you go, because I know you have another thing tonight, another thing to do. Stevie's like one of the busiest people ever. What advice would you give?
I have 15,000 children. I have to tend to them, but I don't. Allegedly, who knows? I don't know.
Oh my God! So, can you give one nugget of advice to people that are listening that are thinking about taking that leap to get into the design world?
Oh yeah, I've been saying this for going on, like you guys talking about you running your business, with each other for a decade. Same thing for me. Yo, save your money, please. Just save it.
Yeah. Well, and the interesting thing that you say is saving your money.
Because
a lot of people have been doing that this year, because look, the world shut down and everybody had to pivot. So a lot of people are, treating their money differently these days. So I think that's a great piece of advice for not only business people, but regular folks.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about that? I'm sorry, I know you guys are about to transition into like going on with the conversation with other designers, but it's so crazy because I actually, like, my website has blown up. I'm like, where y'all getting this money from? Them stimulus checks are not that deep.
Them stimulus checks.
No, because people have been on my website just buying everything to the point where I don't have any more product at all. Like, oh, well, what am I gonna do?
Darling, I hope you bring some product.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, where y'all get this money from? Probably on my website buying it. Look, I've been on the phone all this time listening to y'all. You probably, maybe Macy's is side note for StevieBoy.com.
Look, don't come for me. Don't come for my purse.
You talking about buying accessories. I was sitting here the entire time. You ain't at Macy's.com or even physically at Macy's. You over at StevieBoy.com buying everything. I knew something was going on too. I was like, something right. You over here on my website. But thanks for the support, girl. You helped me finish paying off this house.
There you go. But Stevie, please bring product with you like you did last time, because if you remember, a lot of people bought stuff right off the runway from you. So please bring
bought it off of him on his way to the car, Nia.
Yeah, they followed me to the car and literally bought everything to the point where I basically could throw my suitcase away. And I mean that in a good way. Like, that's not a bad thing.
And I was one of them. I got the rimless sunglasses, the round rimless ones, and people started taking from me all the time.
Well, good. Girl, when I see you, I'm gonna give you some cards so you can just go ahead and just start throwing them at people like how Naomi Campbell does. I'm kidding.
I will. But thank you so much, Stevie. We look forward to seeing you in a couple of days. I cannot believe it. Safe travels, wear your mask, hand sanitizer. We want you here safe and healthy. So we're very excited to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, see you soon. Tommy, you have a little commercial to play? Well,
I do.
A preview of what's to come?
Yes.
With the other designers.
Wait, is this my cue to play the commercial that you told me to play earlier?
Yes.
Is this it?
This is it. Time to play.
All right, guys, watch. This is by Echo Productions. Thank you so much, Echo. Check it out. Oh, I almost started it again. Sorry. Boom! That was so. Listen, that cut down was great. So my production, that's usually a bit long. So we'll play that later in the week, next week. I do want to point something out, Nia. You mentioned COVID safety guidelines.
Oh yeah.
So,
we do need to.
I do want to tell our audience members about what we're doing. So we have already started following COVID health and safety guidelines pre-production events, such as our designer casting, such as our first fitting. We have our second fitting on Saturday. So every single participant at those events and at the future events, including Finale Runway Show, they have to come in, they get a temperature check. They also have to fill out a whole form. We're gonna do it digital for the Finale Show, so it's easier, but a form, a wellness check form. Then they have to register when they came in, what time, sign their name, and then from there forward, they're going to stick with whoever they're with. So their little pod, whether it's 2 or 4 or 6, go to the step and repeat, take their glam bot photo, which is going to be amazing, and then be pushed forward through the fashion exhibit that we will have up, and then to the bar to get their cocktail. and then to their seats, which will be at least 6 feet away from any other seats.
Yes.
And from the runway. So that is it. You know, there's no congregating. There's no reception where you can talk and congregate. Like last year on the first level of the Veterans Memorial Museum, it was packed.
It was so much fun.
Oh, so much fun.
Yeah. We're not having that this year, but it's for the health and safety of our models, our staff, designers, and the few lucky people that will be there in person. We want to make sure that everybody stays safe. So
masks are required the whole time.
Yes.
And let me just say this, for those of you that are, you know, find a local designer that's making masks. Wear that mask as part of your outfit. So masks are being worn the whole time by everybody, models, designers, with backstage in front. Now, when the models are walking, most of the models, I think, Nia, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of them have masks that are designed by the designer. There may be a few that don't, but they are also already 6 feet away from everybody else. And the models are actually—
Yes, you are correct to say.
Right? Okay. The models are walking forward and not coming back down the runway.
Yeah.
It's one motion all the way with a train at the end. So we're very serious about COVID-19. Do not take us wrong. We are so serious about this. We, I feel like, started implementing everything kind of ahead of the game with events, right? We want to make sure that everyone is healthy and safe and comfortable. And for those of you that, you know, we might have some sponsors or some board members that are, that have tickets, in-person tickets. We already know if you're not comfortable, you can get a virtual ticket. You know, we will just give you, you know, we'll make sure you have a virtual ticket to watch it from home. So we get it, you know. But saying that, you know, I just wanted to point that out with the safety guidelines. We had a press release that went out earlier this week as a response to the New York Fashion Week safety guidelines. Nia, we talked about this.
Yes.
Now, their safety guidelines are much more strict, which is great. We prioritize health and safety. But New York Fashion Week, which is happening right now, if you didn't know, if you had an indoor event, you have no spectators allowed. If you had an outdoor fashion show, you can have up to 50. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're really blessed to be able to do what we're going to be able to do this year, but we want to make sure that everybody is safe and sound as possible. And we don't want the law knocking on our door, shutting down the show either.
Absolutely not. We want everyone to feel comfortable and safe, 100%.
Yes, yes, yes. So get your tickets. It's with a donation, and we are a nonprofit. So if you make a sizable donation, you know how that works for your taxes and everything. So we want to thank everybody in advance for your support in prior years and in 2020. All right.
And the thing is, I'm gonna get on my box here. We need your support. Designers need your support. The fashion community needs your support. Columbus is number 3 in the nation for fashion designers. Yeah. We need to make sure we stay there at number 3.
Yes.
And also, for those of you viewing us right now, please share this right now with your friends, your networks, because we want as many viewers as possible to learn about the designers we're about to talk to, their stories. They are small businesses. They've been impacted by COVID-19, and we're trying to provide a platform for them to rise above this, you know, as we all will be doing. So please share right now. Let's get people involved.
Yes, share and comment. If you guys have questions, we can see your questions. So I'm seeing my mom, my best friend. I see a couple of our board members and stuff. So shout out to everybody that's in the comments. Keep them coming. And we love you and thank you for all the support. So you want to bring in our designers?
Let's do it. All right. You introduce them, Nia.
I don't know what order you're doing it. So pop somebody up there.
So should I just bring them all in?
Yeah, bring them in. Let's bring them in.
Let's bring them in. I see them on my end. Hold on. Let's see. Let's start with Marisa Key. Hello, Rian and Matt.
Nice. Good to see you guys. Look all comfy. Look, I'm trying to get close to see you. No. So this is second year for them on Fashion Week. So Rian and Matt, welcome to our virtual launch party.
And can we, Nia, listen, Rian and Matt, I'm going to thank you for bringing men's swimwear to our runway. Cheers to that.
Yes. You guys have been so innovative with the men's swimwear on the runway. even changing the game this year for their brand. So amazing.
Oh.
So glad to have you guys.
It's also a refresher to have like a whole men's collection in line, right? It's very difficult to get that in the past. We just haven't really had that through suits and whatnot, which is amazing.
Yes.
But really, it's difficult. Nee and I both know because we're always looking for menswear designers.
Yes. So who else are we bringing in the party?
Yes, ready? Tracy!
Tracy, are you in your studio?
Huh?
Are you in your studio? Oh,
yes, I am. Working day and night.
Oh my goodness. So you're in your studio. I think that's cool. I'm in my living room. Tommy's in his living room. Rian and Matt, where are you guys?
We're in our living room.
In your living room. Okay. All right. I'm just curious, everybody's virtually coming in. Tracy, this is her second year with Fashion Week, and Tracy always comes with these wild concepts that are amazing. They sound crazy, but when they're on paper and on the runway, it is a jaw dropper. So,
yay, thank you. I'm excited.
Excited to have that.
Thank you. I'm excited to be
Oh,
here.
and there's Celeste. Celeste is excited too. She's waving at you in the comments too. So yeah. So tell me, who else are we bringing into the party?
Let's see who's next. Let's get Shwenya. Hi.
Oh my gosh, so good to see you. You guys, this is Shwenya's first year with Fashion Week. And, we were talking about passport to fashion and heritage and culture. Shwenya is putting all of her heritage and culture into her collection, and it is to die for. So it's going to be really cool to see your collection. And we're going to talk about that influence from your family in there too. So welcome. Where are you? Are you at home?
Yeah, in my office.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to ask everybody where they are.
It's so dark. I cannot stay there to have this laugh.
I got it. Okay, Tommy, who else are we bringing in?
Well, let's see who else we got here. Maybe there's just one more. Am I right? All right. And maybe it's Gerardo.
Wow.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
What are you drinking?
Water.
I don't think so.
You like my background?
Okay. Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm in the basement of Las Palmas doing a film.
Oh.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
I'm not lying. I'm doing fitting for tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. So he's in the basement doing things, getting ready for his high fashion shoot.
And look, I have my lighting.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Lord, it's 2020,
It's 2020, honey.
All right. So look, we're gonna go around the table. Rian and wait, here we go. Okay, Rian and Matt, I had to point the right way. Can you tell everybody about your collection this year and the inspiration behind it?
Okay. Do you want to start? You start. All right. So this collection is about the world culture. Having lived in 3 different continents, I've lived in Europe, Asia, and now I'm in the US. I experienced different cultures firsthand. And last year, I think it was last year, we went to Nicaragua, and that's when it hit me. Everybody has different backgrounds, and with different cultures, we have different kind of arts and cuisines and whatnot. And so now in this collection, we want to bring forth that, because that's something that unites us. Art unites us, and we need that more than ever now. And so that's the inspiration behind it.
Yes. And, it's very interesting that, if you guys don't know, Rian and Matt do men's swimwear and some resort pieces to go along with the swimwear. And it's interesting to, I think, take cultural and put it into swim, because most of us, we're just like trying to make sure nothing's popping out and make sure the swimsuit fits right and everything. You guys are laughing because trying to make sure that everything's staying in place and that you don't look crazy, but to also be able to do that in a stylish way is amazing. And one thing about their swim collection is, tell everybody a little bit about your modesty suits, because some men are a little bit more modest than others.
So the onesie, the modesty suit, that's something that was bumping around in my head for a while. And what they are, they're a men's one-piece suit that it's designed for the guy that maybe doesn't want to go shirtless, or maybe they're interested in sun protection.
Yes.
And it's just kind of a whole new classification of swimwear that nobody else is doing. And we started with that last year, and we have got a couple more designs in this show.
Yes. And also, like, surfer guys, I think that they would like that suit as well. So you guys are so innovative.
So
go ahead.
For markets, it's would be great for like scuba or skin divers that are in really warm water and they want the protection from the reef and the sun and stuff like that. People that ride wave runners, and of course surfers.
Yes. So you guys are so innovative, and we're very excited to see you here and back on our runway. Let's go to Tracy. I don't know. I'm trying to point right. Tracy.
Yeah.
Tell everybody your inspiration for your collection this year, which I love your inspiration. So tell them what you told me. It's amazing.
Well, my inspiration this year, I love theater, I love art, cinema. And this year it is Mad Max, Fury, and mixed with the Thunderdome. So Fury Road and Mad Max mixed with the Thunderdome. So, oh my goodness, hold on. So I'm trying to, I'm mixing the two, but it's going to be chic as well, keeping true to that. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. If you guys have not seen the Mad Max movie, you might want to do a little movie this weekend and get caught up so you can fully understand the scope of Tracy's collection this year, which is amazing. It's like high fashion but gritty. Would you?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely going to be gritty. Lots of chains and just a little giveaway, belts. I'm making a lot of accessories to top it off. So yes, it's going to be a little gritty, chic and gritty.
Yes, I like that. I love that. So somebody just made Brenda just said she's excited to see CCAD designer. So you're one. And Gwenna, right below me, is a recent graduate. Congratulations of CCAD. And I touched a little bit about your collection, but tell everybody the inspiration behind this collection that you're showing, because I love this story. It's amazing. Oh, can you guys hear her?
Can't hear you. No.
You might be on mute. Hold on. Let me see if I can unmute her. I can't. You have to unmute yourself. You're on mute.
Okay, there we go. We got you now.
Sorry. Okay. I was inspired by the macrame plant hanger, and I feel that it's beautiful and timeless. And I want to do something that to include some craftsmanship in my design, to just to preserve and interpret some Asian Chinese weaving techniques, which I learned from my grandma and into my collection.
Yes. So, the history of macrame it goes hundreds of years back with your heritage. So I know that a lot of people are going to be very, very intrigued to see how you're incorporating macrame into fashion, because typically my father did macrame back in the 70s, you know, but it wasn't fashion. So it's very different. And I love to see your eye and how this is all coming together, because it's going to be amazing. Because of course I've seen this stuff. So just trust me, people. I know, like macrame fashion.
Yeah, macrame weaving and Chinese knotting. I applied all these things.
Yes, yes. Beautiful and very, very creative. And her first time on the Fashion Week Columbus runway. And so congratulations. And we're happy to have you here. Mr. Use Your Cell Phone for a Light, Gerardo Encina. So Gerardo, no, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. What was your inspiration for your collection this year?
I don't know.
Is it even finished? Are you done?
For first time in 4 years, my 2 collections are done. I'm so happy. Yeah.
Okay, Nia, you heard that. It's recorded. Remember,
it's recorded. You can come to my place. You can check.
You knew I was about to say that. I was like, I'm about to come over and
I'm so happy. This is the first year. I feel so confident and comfortable, because my 2 collections are done. Right now I'm doing fitting for high tea for Sunday, and my inspiration is as you know, Opera Columbus hired me last year for to do the whole costume design for Popea, and because COVID, everything got canceled. So I decided to use those designs and the whole idea to showcase on Fashion Week this year. So my inspiration is Popea.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yep.
I think it'll be amazing. So just a couple more questions. We're going to go around the table and just talk about fashion and our brand aesthetics. But Tracy, why did you want to do this particular collection for Fashion Week? Why did you choose the Mad Max theme and everything? Oh, hi, guys.
They had dinner. How was dinner, guys?
Well, the way that I usually come up with things, it just be like a wind that something will pop up in my mind, and I can't tell you where the inspiration came from, but an old video of Tupac with Tina Turner, which was the Mad Max and the Thunderdome video. And when I seen it, I was inspired, and I said, that's it. So that's how it usually happens for me.
Tina Turner has inspired so many people.
Yes.
First of all, she's inspired me to get my life and my body together, because she's amazing.
Okay. And those $1 million legs.
And she just came out with a song with Kygo like a month ago.
Did she?
What's Love Got to Do with It with Kygo? Yeah.
Who's Kygo?
Oh, you know who Kygo is. Let's not go into that story, Gerardo.
I'll be listening to it when we're done tonight. I need to hear that. I love me some Tina Turner. So I could see, Tracy, how Tina would spark that inspiration, and Tupac too. I mean,
oh yeah, of course, yes.
Cultural icon. Rest in peace to him. Shweta, since you're new to Fashion Week, I want you to share what is
bye guys. One down.
It's the internet.
Dinner is ready.
Gerardo.
He's so bad.
Tracy, I can't wait to see your collection. Trust me.
Oh, yours as well.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You too. I'm excited for yours too. Everyone. I'm so inspired by everyone.
Yeah. So, Shweta, I want to know what you are fascinated by at the moment, and how does that lead into your designs? What is fascinating and inspiring your designs?
When I see the hunger or some handcraft things, I feel I want to use them into my design. I want to awake people to realize how beautiful these handcrafts. And after they see the craftsmanship behind my design or behind my work, and then they will appreciate. They will start to appreciate the beautiful craftsmanship behind it, and they will maybe to protect all those techniques.
Yes.
This is what inspired me. What led me to design all those collections.
So, one thing that I think is interesting is we were just talking, and we shot our lookbook a couple weeks ago. So I've seen the collection. There is this particular look that is in the lookbook, and you told me how long it took you to make that. How can you share that?
Yeah, one look, that's my signature look, and that look took me around two months to finish it. So.
So let me explain. Harad was in shock because I will be like, darling, I need something to wear. And he'll make it overnight because he's insane. He won't go to sleep.
Wow, 2 months.
So gorgeous.
It's beautiful. Yeah. The pieces I saw at the model casting, I love all of them design. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. I do slow fashion. I want to put more all my feeling, all my memories, all my techniques into my design. I want people to feel it. And as a sustainable fashion designer, I want them to feel what is real sustainable. Sustainable is not the concept. That is the thing you can touch, you can feel, and you can wear it beautifully. This is what my concept.
Yes.
Look, Mia, we have a question from Brenda Ringel. Hi, Brenda. And Brenda's actually involved.
Hi, Brenda.
Since you guys had collections at CCD, do you think it prepared you for Fashion Week?
That's a great question.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll answer yes, for sure. Everything just going. I'm so blessed that I was able to go through that, and it prepared me, for coming into Fashion Week, because it can be intimidating when you're coming in, but I think because we had CCAD fashion show and we had to go through the fittings and making everything and preparing your music and preparing your looks, and it definitely was a wonderful segue into Fashion Week. So yes, for sure.
Well, and if you guys don't know, CCAD is right here in the heart of Columbus, and there's some amazing talent coming out of there every semester. So we are so excited to have students transition from the student status to the professional status on our runway. So we're excited to have both of you ladies here.
And Nia, it's a top 20 school, if I'm correct, in the world. Then CCD got voted top 20, am I correct?
Yeah, it's 20.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, it should be for what y'all pay to go there. I'm just saying. Tuition is a hefty tuition, but it seems to be worth it because these students are coming out and making careers. I can't tell you how many people I know that went to regular college and they're not using their degree, but CCAD students are, and that's amazing. Yes.
They get you ready. You will definitely be ready. It's a lot of work.
Yes. Gerardo.
What?
Here's a question for you. I've never asked you this. What made you fall in love with fashion?
Oh, when I was a kid, I used to be in love with those fashion magazines, and my mom she used to have those magazines, and I used to look through those magazines. But I don't want to let my mom know I was looking on those magazines, and because I don't know, I was scared. My mom, my family think I was gay or whatever, and I
did you just come out?
I'm sorry. Yes, yesterday.
Wow.
Yesterday.
Oh. Is expensive.
No, so and a lot of people don't know, but I love to draw. I do a lot of all my sketches. I make all my I do my all my sketches. And when I was like, I was in 5th grade, I think I won a national I don't know the word.
Like a contest?
Yeah, contest in Mexico, because drawing. And since I remember, I love to draw, to make sketches and all that stuff. So I think that's how I fell in love with designing and all that stuff. And when I came here, I started doing my building my business, my event planning business. And a lot of people ask me like, oh, you do everything. Can you do my wedding dress? Can you do my quinceañera dress? So I was like, okay, yeah, I can do your quinceañera dress. And I went to YouTube to learn how to make a quinceañera dress. So that's my story.
Yeah, that's amazing. Rian and Matt, why did you guys choose to do men's swimwear? Why? I've never asked you, like, what made you choose this specific thing to do?
Well, actually, that was a really good question because we actually have I got a story for that. When Rian and I got together, he came over from Indonesia, and because he was an immigrant, he couldn't work, and so we decided to well, let's figure out something we can do. And so we started talking about things we were both interested in, and we discovered we were both interested in design and swimwear, and that's how it happened. It's just when we were brainstorming, it just turned out it was something we were both interested in.
Yeah, and I love the beach. And he wants to move to Florida, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So it fit your lifestyle completely, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make designing easier for you all?
I mean, yes and no. When designing our pieces, we usually talk about a theme, and then I would draw the sketches in my head and try to imagine what it would look like, and does that fit the aesthetic of our brand, and then I bring it to life. We print it on a fabric and then actually construct the garment. And so when I design, it's sort of like bringing my imagination to life. But to answer your question, I don't think it affects it in any way. But I mean, it's always fun.
So I want to ask everybody, it's 2020. We keep talking about this wild year we're having and how it's changed our lives. But how has COVID changed your design or affected your business? Tracy, we're going to start with you.
I feel like I'm on the Brady Bunch. She's like pointing and everything.
Let me drop my phone. I can go last.
You know what? Since I recently graduated, I was already in the process of getting everything started in the first place. So for me, it gave me a chance to sit down, look at my business, at what I wanted to do. It was refreshing for me because I got a chance to, be creative, think about my brand more, how to be effective, who's my consumer. So it gave me a little bit more time to study,
yeah,
and prepare myself. Yeah.
So many people, COVID has been bad in so many ways, but also there are ways that COVID has been good. So it sounds like COVID was good to you because the world paused and you got a chance to reflect and develop your business.
For sure. Definitely.
Yeah, that's interesting. Shwena, same thing. What about you? How's COVID affected your design business?
As I just graduated, I have no design business yet. So everything brand new. So I use this time just to think about, make some plan for my idea of how I will do my design, how to make my own database for all the traditional Chinese weaving techniques I learned from my grandma. That is very precious and priceless for me, and I want to give this to our next generation. And you want to use this chance to make the database and to make the samples and to get the idea of how to teach them. So I use this time to think about this.
Yeah, that's great. Gerardo, now I know that's
same.
Your business changed
I know.
a lot.
A lot. I'm sorry this year, like, oh, this is my year. Everything's going to be amazing. Opera Columbus, Nina West, Virginia West, like everything was perfect. But COVID happens, so we have to start. I have maybe 2 weeks after we start the quarantine. I woke up one day and I decided to start making masks, and right now that's my business, making masks.
Yeah.
So
if people don't know, Gerardo, he's been designing for a lot of drag queens and a lot of other people for events. You could call him and be like, I need a gown, I need this, I need that, but nobody's going anywhere.
In January, I made 12 dresses for Nina West, using 2 weeks. And in February, the first week of February, I made almost 7 dresses for Virginia West. So I was like super excited for this year. I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. And that's like everybody knows, COVID happened. But I'm sorry, I decided to start making masks, and I'm so happy. I decided that morning to wake up and start cutting masks and put it on social media.
I mean, what made you do that? Like, were you just like, this is what we're going to be doing, so I need to figure out how to do it?
No, at first I was talking to my partner, and I was like, so it's because I was watching the news, and like nobody's able to get masks, and if you want to go out, you have to wear a mask, and everything was a confusion. But I was like, I have a lot of fabric in my house, and I started cutting, and because I didn't have a pattern on anything, I just start drawing and start designing the mask, and I made I don't know how many, and like I was asking like to Miguel, do you like it? No, it's too big. I don't like. I can breathe. I don't like. I don't. So at what point I got in the final design, and I give it to my family, my friends, and everybody loves the mask, and tag me on they tag me on Instagram, Facebook, social media. And one of my friends, he contacted me, and he's like, hey, let me he worked for TV for the news, and he asked me like, you want can I make you a story about your mask? And I'd say yes, please. So after that, I remember was the story, they put the story at 11:45 p.m. and 11:50 p.m. my phone was crazy, like message, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. So the next day I asked my friend to remove my phone number and put Miguel's number, because I was so busy. I was so busy making masks. And I remember I started making 20 a day, and at one point in maybe in May, I was making 1,000 a week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's insane. So you weren't reflecting and developing like Tracy and Sienna. You were like crazy, cranking out.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
I make money, girl.
So I hire a delivery guy. I hire another person to help me to sew. Miguel, who was in charge to deliver, to bring all the masks to the post office. So it was crazy.
So Gerardo's a job creator. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. That's amazing.
I love money, honey.
Oh Lord.
So Rian and Matt, how has COVID affected your business?
So just like Tracy, COVID has given us a lot of time to think about what is our next step and where we want our brand to be, you know, in the future. So no, we have been able to lay out a plan, you know, what's the next step, and then after that, what are we gonna do? It has been very helpful in that sense. Do you have anything on that?
Well, in another sense, unlike a lot of businesses out there, you know, we've actually been really lucky during this time, you know, and it's not something you would expect. But we do most of our business online, and our sales actually skyrocketed during COVID, especially during the lockdown period. I suppose people were, you know, just sitting around and didn't have anything to do, and you know, just started buying things online. But
or maybe they want to be in the beach in spirit, so they want to wear swimsuit.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, our sales were way up have been way up during COVID. So you know, we've been really lucky.
So that kind of is a great segue into the next question I was going to ask. And I'm sorry, Shwena, this one doesn't apply to you. We can ask you in a couple of months.
That's rude.
But let me tell you why, because this question is about the effect that Fashion Week has had on your brand. And Rian and Matt, tell everybody what happened with you guys after Fashion Week last year. What transpired with your brand?
So a lot of things happened to our brand post Fashion Week Columbus 2019. Like in December, I know the show last year was in October, if I'm not mistaken. And in December, Miami Swim Week saw our collection and invited us to showcase our collection this year at Miami Swim Week. So we're going to fly to Miami next month. So that's exciting. We have our official store now on Amazon. So Amazon acknowledged us as an official brand.
That's awesome.
Let's see what else. We are now available at Torso, which is awesome. Let's see what else. I feel like we have achieved a lot, but we're just that good that it's hard to list everything, and everything escaped my mind. But what else?
Well, I think those are really good things. Those are the big things. We certainly wouldn't be going to Miami if it wasn't for Columbus next week. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I just love for you guys to share your stories like that because, and Shwena, take notes, because it always happens, like to see the domino effect. Fashion Week is this platform, and a lot of designers come to Fashion Week, and to them, this is the goal. But thinking beyond the goal and what that goal can bring to you and your business, and you guys are a perfect example of what can happen after you're on the runway. Gerardo, tell them a little bit about what we know what you're doing now, making masks and stuff, but maybe even as far as back after your first time on the runway, what the effect it was on your business.
Nothing. How much time we have? No. Fashion Week for me is life changer. I mean, Fashion Week changed my life. Fashion Week changed. Fashion Week made me close my other business.
Oh, we shut down your other business?
No.
Oh my
God. No, for real. Fashion Week gave me the helped me to decide to focus on my dream, and because I was 50 and 50, like, okay, this is a hobby. I don't know if I want to keep doing this because it's a lot of money to put it on. So I was asking my partner, like, what do you think? Can you support my dream? Can you help me to build my brand as a designer? Are you okay if we close our other business? Because I don't have time to focus on both things at the same time. After my first collection with Fashion Week, everybody, a lot of people was asking me where they can get my gowns, where if they can order a dress or they can buy a dress for me. But I wasn't sure if I wasn't prepared to sell one dress like for a client, you know. I can make a dress for I was making dresses for a show or for like runway, but I wasn't sure to make one dress for ready to wear for a client. So we decided to close the business, and after that, my second collection, Nina West, and a lot of good things happened to my brand, and I can't thank you enough, guys, Fashion Week Columbus and the whole group, because it's the best experience I ever had, for real.
That's what we love to hear. Tracy.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So you've shown once, you're going into your second year. What affected Fashion Week come on your brand?
Hey, wait, can I say something? Today, somebody contacted me from LA because they want they find me on Fashion Week Columbus, and it's a big DJ. She wants me to make a gown for her video.
Is it Paris Hilton?
It's somebody, amiga. After I sign the contract, I can tell you.
If you guys at home haven't figured it out, the class clown of the group, right here. He keeps us
there
in stitches. This guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Tracy, how has Fashion Week affected your business since this is your going into your second year here?
Okay, so the way Fashion Week happened for me was I did my senior thesis, and after the show, Lubna came up to me. I had already submitted, so I said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to submit. I had everything together, and after the show, Lubna came up to me and said, you need to do Columbus Fashion Week, and I said, you know what, I submitted. And she was like, yes, that's it, you're in. You need to come. You need to bring all your stuff, you know. And so from there, I tell everyone who's interested in fashion, and if they want to take it to the next level, to try to apply for Fashion Week, because it changed my life. It prepared me for a lot of things, just to be behind the scenes, just to understand how a fashion show runs, how it works, the photography, the photos, the lookbook. Having that professional photo in your portfolio is incredible.
Yeah.
The meet and greets, you know, from a business aspect, I tell everyone, you know, you got to go, you got to network. So you guys really do a lot for networking. So it has done a lot for me. And of course, people know me now by the clown. So it's been amazing. The press, do it. I tell anyone who's really into fashion and fashion is your passion, apply.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Let's Nia describe when she said "know me by the clown." Like, let's give our audience.
Okay, because her I call it the statement piece from your collection from last year. First of all, her whole collection, Tracy tells me, I want to do something like a sexy circus, and I was like, what? So she took the clown, she took every little element that you remember from the circus as to going as a child and made it high couture, high fashion, and put it on the runway. And it wasn't where you would be like, that's ugly, or what is that? Like, it made sense to her theme, and it made sense that it was fashion. And the clown outfit was amazing. It was these cute little shorts and this little blouse that had the ruffly neck, and she had a balloon, and honey, was amazing. So if you guys have our lookbook from last year, that look is in there, and everybody loved that look, and it was just amazing when it hit the runway. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about the clown. And is Tommy, is the old lookbook on our website?
It is. If you go to fashionweekcolumbus.org, the last 4 lookbooks are on the website right now. Just scroll down a little bit, and it's a digital lookbook. So you'll see the covers. Just click through, and you can see the whole lookbook.
Yeah, so you guys go look at the clown outfit, since that's what we were referencing. Shwena, I know you don't know the effects of Fashion Week, but can you tell people why you decided that you wanted to try out for Fashion Week this year?
This lady.
Aww.
Tracy and this how to say, oh,
You're right. Yeah, you did it right. I didn't know that. That is so interesting. So
they're besties.
So yeah,
I love her.
cool.
I love you, sis.
I love you too.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
I asked her Tracy, and then she said, sis, you do this. Columbus Fashion Week will bring you a big chance. And then after that, I sent an email to Tommy, and then he encouraged me to apply.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the backstory.
Yeah. Okay. I never asked you that. That's amazing. Thank you, Tracy, for, you know. And this
You're talented.
Yeah, but this is the thing, is that you didn't even realize you were pouring into her life. You were pouring into her life and her career by encouraging her and having her apply. So now she's going to be going through the things that you went through with the next level of Fashion Week. So I'll be very interested, Shwena, to see where you're at in 6 months, like what the new opportunities come to you. Because
just wait.
Just wait, because it's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we are going to start wrapping up, but I want to make sure that everybody hits our website. You guys put the website back down there so you can go to our website. All of these designers are showing throughout the week. Tracy will be on, here we go. Tracy will be on Saturday, the 26th at our finale show. Shwena will be on the 26th at our finale show. Gerardo is going to be on at the high tea on the 20th and at the finale.
I'm not sure.
You better be there. You better be on time. That's what I do know.
It's okay. We have another designer.
Baby.
Girl. So he'll be showing at the High Fashion Tea and on the finale runway show at the 26th. And Rian and Matt will be on the runway on the 26th as well. And we also have 2 other designers that couldn't make it with us tonight. Joel, he'll be showing at the High Tea on the 20th, and Eugene Philippon, he will be on the finale at the 26th. Any parting words from anybody? Something that you're like, oh, I wish I had said that. Like anything, anybody?
I love everybody.
Aw.
Bye.
We love you too. So excited, you guys.
Thank you. No, I want to say thank you. Thank you to Tommy. Thank you to you, Nia. And I want to thank the whole Fashion Week Columbus crew, like all of them, makeup, everyone, because without you guys, as we can do anything, nothing. I mean, we're lucky to have Fashion Week Columbus in Columbus. We're lucky. We're lucky.
Thank you. So that's super. It's interesting you said that, because I didn't think about this, but honestly, the Fashion Week Columbus platform in all of Ohio is the only platform that has this big of an impact on not just designers and student designers, but minority student designers and designers. There's no other platform like this in Ohio. And I didn't think about that until like yesterday when I was
I feel so proud when somebody say hi to me at the street and say, "Oh, are you a designer from Fashion Week?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
Did you sign the autograph?
I take a pictures.
I noticed that immediately, Tommy. I did. I noticed that immediately. So yes, I'm very grateful.
Thank you. No,
I tell everybody.
Thank you, Tracy. I mean, we're so I know Nia and I when we're into fashion, we're so tunnel vision, and I didn't really realize that fact until I was filling out a grant application, as nonprofits do, and they asked about diversity, and it just went through the whole process to realize that there's really no other platform that does this and that has this high of an impact. So we're proud to have you as part of our platform, because you make what we do.
Yeah. And, I always, when we have auditions, especially the model auditions, I'm always looking to diversify our runway, because I want our runway to look like the world. I want I want every ethnicity we can find. You know, and I love that our runway reflects that, but it's very interesting because we have a scoring system to cast for the designers.
Yep.
And it's very interesting that our runway this year is as diverse as it is. You know, we've got so many different ethnicities, people that have come from other places to Ohio. Of all places, you guys are here in Ohio, and then putting your culture and your backgrounds on the runway. It's just amazing. And I think that it just really shows the diversity of this world. And it's definitely going to be a celebration of each one of you guys and your cultural backgrounds and heritage. So it's exciting to see what we're about to do this year.
It is.
I'm excited.
Just look the screen. Look at us. It's a diversity.
Yeah.
Look at yourself, Gerardo. Look at yourself.
I don't want to talk anymore. Bye. Guys, I have to go.
You need a refill.
Oh my God.
I don't know who else still has a drink, but let's have a toast to the 2020 Fashion Week for Columbus. It's a hell of a year. It's okay, Tracy. Just hold it up. Whatever you got. If it's a spool of thread, I don't care. It's a hell of a year, and we are doing this, and it's going to be amazing. So cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you guys. Love you all.
Love our Fashion Week family.
Yes. Yes. So everybody watching, please buy tickets. Please support. You are helping these designers and this platform. You are helping scholarship recipients.
Yeah.
You have no idea what your dollars do to help us help these people in their careers and reaching their dreams. That's the most amazing thing for me working with Fashion Week is watching you guys say what you're going to do it, and then watching your swimwear in stores, watching you go on to Miami and doing all these other things and these great, amazing things. It is great and fulfilling for myself. And I know for Tommy to sit back and see you guys just literally bloom and butterfly. So we are so excited. And thank you to all the fashion lovers and patrons and everybody for tuning in. And we will see you on the runway virtually and in person. Some of you all this week.
Share it to your friends.
Share
it.
Bye. Thank you.
See you.
Yes.
Thank you.